Hello and welcome to another Baggy's Beer Review. So, as part of my 2024 rediscovering of supermarket beers, today we're going over to Greene King owned Morlands Brewery for Old Speckled Hen. I hear that in Waitrose that one of them has gone down to £1.50, and I have a bloody Waitrose near me, gutted. But anyway. Smooth and refreshing, bursting with flavour, old speckled and distinctive English pale ale. 4.8% ABV. Owes its name not to a bird, but to a car. A paint spattered featherweight fabric saloon, the MG factory runaround, fondly referred to as the Old Speckled Un. Thanks to its mottled appearance, our famous beer with its distinctive and delicious toffee malt character was first brewed in 1979 to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the iconic MG factory. Do you know? I didn't know that. Beer brewed by Morlands Brewing, Bury St Edmunds, Suffolk. So 4.8%. You kind of forget, although I did drive by the brewery, Greene King, that obviously they are in Suffolk. Obviously, Adnams is also in Suffolk, and I think St Peter's is as well as Ampersand, Wildcraft Brewery, in that area anyway. So, a beer you'll find in supermarkets, both in bottle, in can, wherever the ABV changes. Not sure on that side of things. Obviously in can, in 4-packs, and also in 12-packs. So there we go. You class that as an amber pour. Bit of a toffee nose on there. There was a bit of skunk aroma coming off initially on the pour as it came out of the bottle, but that's dissipated now. As is the head dissipating, the white head. And it's chucking down again outside. Oh, good weather. Can't beat the weather, can you? I'm not sure if it's the same ABV as it used to be. I pray to God that they're not doing what Shepherd Neame are doing with their ABV and dropping it down. Although Shepherd Neame aren't the only ones, obviously. Is it Foster's now? Was 4.2, then 4. And is it someone said to me it's 3.7. It's like, oh my gosh. I don't know if lager drinkers will will notice anyway. That's not really. That's really nasty. That is, I suppose. But you know, they'll just drink more. So this lowering of ABV, whether it's the government's way of saying you're not drinking more, the problem is people will do as they please until such a stage as they're ill, and it's because of the booze. And even myself, I do look at what I drink and think to myself, shall I stop? And that button, that trigger is there all the time. No mistake about it. I can walk away from booze. I'd need to find some other hobby. But I can walk away from it. I'd certainly pack in the beer reviews and just go back to being, a nice quiet person who just and leave this social media thing, because unless you're lucky, unless you've got the right thing, then social media can be a bane as well. For the good side, there's a good side of social media, and COVID, I've got to be honest, COVID was when this channel thrived and probably was second only to real ale craft beer in the fact that, the popularity. And since then, it's actually um, but it is what it is. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I've got enough on in life to, you know, to not worry too much. I mean, luckily, got a fantastic family. For the most part, I've got a great job. Although elements of the job, my disappointment in sometimes stuff happening without me being consulted. And it reminds me of the council days where stuff would happen and it's like, why do you not come to the person who actually does the bloody work? Instead of making decisions with some tosspot who's not even part of the flipping job. And who does about 4 hours work a day. Whereas, I do quite a bit more. And that's if they do that much. But, you know, it's just, life can be, you know, with certain things can be disappointing. And, yeah, it is what it is. Can't do nothing about it anyway, so what can you do? So anyway, back to Greene King. And as much as in some ways what they've done with buying local breweries, but they're in some ways they're very much like Marston's. Buy a brewery, close the brewery down, take the beer, take over the pubs, and I suppose in some ways that's business. And the people who own the breweries, were they not good at managing their breweries in the first place, and that's why they were able to come in and take the breweries? I don't know. You know, I don't know the ins and outs of all that. What I would like to see Greene King do, you know, if I was being positive, and I'd rather be positive than negative, is to, in all their pubs, get away from just having bloody Old Speckled or Abbott or Greene King IPA, which is about 3.2 these days. They've got a lot of beers they could put on cask and keg, preferably cask because it's better, and in smaller casks as well, not big chuffing mega casks. But there's a lot of beers they could put into their pubs, and the sad thing is that a Greene King pub could have some of the best beer going because they've got the brands that they've took over the years. Same with Marston's. Marston's have got the brands. Although Marston's have stopped brewing, haven't they? So, yeah. How long before Greene King stopped brewing? It's going to be interesting because you've got the pubs. So you've got the footfall going in for the food, lager. And is beer that important in them pubs? I don't think it is. I go in a Greene King pub and I don't go in for the beer. It's for food. So definitely getting a nice, I do like toffee. So it's nice to get a nice bit of toffee. And I've just realised that I have not labelled up any of my bottles of homebrew, and I've kind of forgot which is which. Obviously, it's easy to tell a stout from a pale, from an amber, but when you've got multiple different versions of stouts, could be interesting. And I've literally got about 150 litres of of different beers, and I'm brewing more at the end of July as well. I'm going to do 3 more kits at the end of July. So yeah, all good fun. Yeah. Can't have enough beer, can you? Some of these aren't as solid as I was hoping they'd be. Maybe I didn't put enough sugar in initially. Oh. Problem is, it's been that long now since I've bottled these bottles up. I ain't got a clue what's in them anyway, till I drink them. Oh well, you know what's coming next? I'll have to start drinking them. I'll have to start labelling bloody bottles and stop this prattling about with not labelling. It makes life very awkward when you don't know what's in the bottle. But in any case, chucking it down with rain outside again is what it is on that side of things. But the toffee nose on this, I love Old Speckled, and it's good to see that it's still tasting nice. I don't know if it's got any of the glucose issues. I don't think it even tells you anyway. Yeah, it don't even tell you ingredients on this. Probably a wise decision. I am so heavy in beer at the moment, it's ridiculous. I've got another 20 odd bottles on the floor and I'm double stacked. So, need to calm down buying. Knock it on the head for a month or two, or even 3 months. But I've drank some lovely beers along the way. Yeah. And I'm getting closer to 2 million. And there's the trigger. When I reach 2 million, I'm going to make a decision whether I bother after that, or whether I knock down the beer reviews to 1 a week or 2 a week. It's one of those where I've been thinking about knocking it down for a long while. The local beer world around me in Nottingham, I have no respect for any of it. Some great breweries out there, but there's elements where it's all clicky, and mates of mine, part of the brewery world, who said, "Oh, it's all clicky." They're now part of that clicky. They've been invited to all these clicky things, and it's illuminating, shall we say? Illuminating. But you can't win them all, can you? So, loving the toffee on this. It really does taste nice. Would I drink it again? Yeah, it's an absolute staple. There are some great Morland beers out there. Old Golden End's the one I really want to get again. Waitrose again. I need to get me bum down to Waitrose. The only problem is, time I go to Waitrose, everything's sold out. Toffee all over, beautiful. Right about lovely balanced toffee. Would I drink it again? Yeah, absolutely. Out of 5 for me, a good 4.4 out of 5. Yeah, a great supermarket beer. Cheers all.